Hey, Loyd here. I just finished high school and I wanted to talk about something that's been bugging me for a while. About, I don't know, 5 weeks ago, summer vacation started, and I decided to stay at my grandma's house for the week. Since I couldn't see her due to the homework I had, but we were still in contact. The town she's in is very small. Businesses have shut down since they've never gotten enough customers. There's a bunch of old people everywhere, and they don't have any fun places there. They've got 2 parks, a very small pool with one on one side and a large-sized library, but that's about it. Her house was off in the middle of nowhere, just outside the town. Sometime later, she fell asleep at 6 p.m., I think? I was still old enough to be up late, but I got very bored. I couldn't turn on the TV since I didn't want to wake her up, so I booted up her old computer in the attic. I opened up the files, looking through the games I downloaded when I was younger. I eventually settled with a copy of Sonic.exe Collection Plus. Ported to the PC, obviously. For some reason I had to open the file as administrator, but I had to merge it off lightly. When I booted up the menu, there was a slight delay in my inputs of choosing which game I wanted to play. I eventually settled for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, personally one of my favorites. When I booted it, I could tell something was off. The clutter for the sport was definitely seeing things. Sonic was a little more saturated, and Knuckles was the opposite, being a little more gray and lighter. The color of Sonic's shoes was more darkened than usual, and he looked skinnier. I could see the yellow in his eyes instead of the usual black and white. I booted up the game and chose a new save file. Immediately I couldn't play as Sonic. I thought to myself, it's stupid as shit, why can't I play the guy that's on the cover? I ignored it and chose Knuckles. I always liked him being the fighter. I started on Angel Island as normal. I got hit a few times and it was normal. When I eventually got to the boss, however, there was nothing. I tried backtracking, but the screen didn't move. There was no boss enemy, so I waited. And waited until there was no sound left to play. I was about to Alt F4 out of the game until the Sonic from the startup screen appeared. He was just looking at Knuckles everywhere I moved him. The Sonic then spoke. The voice felt unnerving. It was as if he was talking to me in all directions.
You look like a man who enjoys competition. How about a little challenge?
A prompt then came on screen. There was only one option to say yes. I decided to wait it out and see what would happen. I then eventually gave up after about 2 minutes and pressed the escape key to deny it, despite there not being an option for it. I thought it would do something, but the screen just went black. That fucking thing spoke again. I fucking hated its voice.
You don't get to make the choices